So I'm not sure how many floors this one is because it doesn't tell you. But if I had to guess, it's probably around the 10 to 13 range of the last two, I believe. So we start off Mount Thunder with a monster house right away. So we'll see how we stack up to the levels of these Pokemon. So this is a problem with Pikachu. I don't think his Thunderbolt or Thundershock will work, because let's see. Because neither will Magnemite, so the Electrike have Thunder Rod ability. So it just absorbs all electric moves. I'm guessing if they're in the same room. So we do have to take those off for now unless we get rid of them first. But that gets rid of half of Pikachu and Magnemite's moves. So far this monster house isn't looking too bad. Obviously there is stronger Pokemon in like usually the second half of the dungeons, but they aren't doing crazy damage to us. So I think we definitely got ourselves in a good spot with levels. Having the teammate with Magnemite's huge, especially now that he's leveled up and can be effective. I mean, try to do some waiting here to heal up. Because knowing our luck, we would start in the next house in a monster house. Back to full health, and not a monster house, but we get the stairs instead, so let's see what we kind of do a decent amount of damage to him there. We do find the stairs. Let's see, floor 10. Dungeon's still going, but the stairs are right there, and we can actually turn Pikachu's moves back on. So even if there's one just on the floor, it will activate the lightning rod. Wow. So we made it to the checkpoint part, which I think means we're at the peak now, which, if I can remember right, isn't a lot of floors. So I did say we were going to go to 12, so we might as well attempt this. And that's crazy. That because that's the ability, or not ability, the effect in the game where if you're taking too long in a dungeon, something's stirring, and then it will eventually just kick you out. So you don't just, I guess, stall for levels, or kind of forces you to advance. But that's happening on our first step of the dungeon. So that means for the peak, you don't have a lot of time to get to the stairs before it just kicks you out. Wargun's doing 75 and I still can't take this guy out. So the peak might only be 2 or 3 floors. Like, I think, because that's what I remember, is like you go through a big dungeon, then the peak was just higher level Pokemon, but smaller amount of floors. So one, it does suck, we can't get Magnemite back for the rest of this dungeon. But also, we're forced to beat this next area so quick. But also at the peaks, we could get lucky if we get we like go to the stairs and the room we start in has the next set of stairs, just because we only need to get through a couple floors. But look, that's the second approaching. I think it takes like 4 of them before it kicks you out. But honestly, we just need to not get a monster house. We find the stairs here, so I don't know if it was 2 floors or 3 before the boss. So I will heal. And I will use the max elixir just in case this is the boss. We'll see. Ooh, that was a good call, because, I mean, even if it wasn't the boss, it's not bad having that extra health. But going into the boss with no health and no moves definitely would have made this harder. So, first attempt at fighting Zapdos. We'll see how this goes. Pikachu starts off space closer, which not sure if that's a strategy. I'm gonna go for a growl just in case he uses anything physical. Oh my god, Pikachu's using moves he can't. Forgot to change the moves. So I think we just gotta go tackle here. We're missing. Tackle's actually doing a bunch. Man, the bosses, compared to the dungeon, like, they're so much easier. We're just so high level. Like, the problem is that Monster House is the traps. That when you get to the boss, it's like the easiest part of every dungeon. We beat all of them on the first try so far, and Zapdos, once again, first try.